What did you promise you?
Are we starting off?
It's on. It's happening.
All right,
now.
so we're... Hi, guys. Welcome to the podcast. What's making you miserable this week, Rafiq? Why, Allan, I've given up fucking sugar. I've given up all sugar.
Say your name.
Oh, my name's Donnie Stopa.
There it is.
Right.
He's giving up sugar.
I am Rafiq Shaheen, and with us is our other...
MC. Talk about sugar.
I have given up sugar for a minimum of 50 days because that's when my birthday will be. At which point in time, I'm allowed to have one piece of sugar.
What is a piece
of sugar?
Is that a candy? Is that a soda?
According to the rules,
piece of cake?
According to the rules, it is one sugary confection.
Okay, so you can have a donut.
I can have a donut. I can have a fucking Mars Mini. It doesn't matter how big or small the item is.
So we gotta here. First of all, we're going king size, right? Whatever
Yeah.
it is.
You get just one unit of food.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. You can just. You didn't say I couldn't eat the whole cake.
Right.
You know. So you
I'm
king size. Make sure it's something you know you like. Don't fuck it. This is not the time to be
Right.
experimental.
Yeah. Snickers ice cream bar, maybe.
Right. But that's the thing though, is I get to do that one piece, and then for a minimum of 6 months, I am to have no sugar and no carbs whatsoever.
Oh.
That's not healthy. You can't not have carbs.
You cannot have carbs.
I mean,
you're
gonna eat just salmon?
I mean, essentially, it's no rice, no bread, nothing with significant amount of carbs, right? Like you can have you can have like eggs, you know what I mean, because those have carbs in them. But we're talking no potatoes,
greens.
no greens. You can have greens.
Salmon.
Right, you can have salmon.
Some
you can.
moo. You could have that.
Right.
Oink.
Yeah.
With some of that.
It's almost a match for the keto diet, except it's specifically no carbs, no sugar.
How did you get roped into this?
I got roped into this because my sister made a New Year's resolution of she's going the vegetarian route.
So wait, your sister makes your resolutions as well?
She made her resolution to the family because she was like, I'm not doing this thing anymore. And then
everybody was like, get out.
Yeah, because we're an African family, so we're eating fucking
goats. I mean racist.
We're eating jello. We're eating rice. Like literally, when my mom and my sister came for Christmas, they brought with them a big dish of rice and cassava leaf to eat while they were at the hotel. So it's in the hotel fridge, and she's like, "Well, this is the last thing," and I'm like, "Okay."
Is it okay that I have no idea what a cassava leaf is?
It's delicious, but it's okay. But after that, she was like, we were having the whole health conversation. She did the whole, like, yeah, you're fat, but we love you, but don't be fat. Like,
anytime you have to say, we love you, but,
right.
Like, do you really love me?
Yeah, I mean, like, the whole, like, we don't want you to die at 45 thing is kind of important.
And you're like, fat.
Right, and then she was like, well, I'm doing no carbs, no sugar.
How old is she?
She is in her 50s.
Your sister?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know you had the gaps like that.
Yeah, she's one of the older ones.
Okay.
So
she's doing like I'm 50, I gotta plan for the next 30 years kind of thing.
Right, and so she was like, you, because you're fat, need to do this to be healthy too.
That's profound.
And I was like, I part of me wanted to be like no, but part of me was like, yeah, I am fat. So we got handle this now.
I have so many more questions.
in the most diplomatic way I can ask this, are you the guy in the house that they can kind of beat on with this?
Oh yeah, no, I'm the fat one. Like I'm the Joey Fatone of my siblings. Like that's, you know, and you know, to be fair, even though I am on a bigger side, like I have always like exercised, and I am like I'm that weird fit fat.
Yeah, I've never. I can't think of a time that I saw you. I've known you for a while, and I've seen you at your best and at your worst. And at your worst, I was never like, "Holy fuck, look at that fat guy!"
Right.
You know what I mean? I was always like, "It's my bigger,
right?
It's your bigger friend. It's my bigger friend."
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, the joke I've been making about it is like I'm that weird portion of fit fat where it's like I can't tell if the pain in my right arm is from like curling weights or because I'm having like a heart attack. So.
I taste toast, but I eat a lot of toast. Oh boy.
So I'm doing it, and like it hasn't been too terrible so far, but the thing you realize when you cut out all sugar is everything has fucking sugar in it. Like every single thing has fucking sugar in it.
We're doomed.
You know?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. First of all, there's a guy in the room named Donnie Stopa. So we've already introduced him, but I feel like we haven't.
I don't know if we did. I don't.
We did. You said your name.
I said my name. That's
Well, we'll get to you, sir.
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
I want to know the sugar. Are you having like withdrawal type stuff?
I noticed it today. I'm starting to get there. Like
Are you getting like agitated? Are you getting? What withdrawal?
So I've hit this weird state where like the agitation has always been present, right?
Sure.
But now it's becoming more vehement.
Ah.
Where it's like
It's on the surface now.
right, yeah, it's that thing where it's like I have been thinking this thought in my head forever, and now
maybe I should start killing Whitey.
right. And so I had a moment at work where like somebody was bothering me because there was a highly intoxicated patron trying to get into his vehicle, and like someone goes, "What are we gonna do about it?" And I was like, "I don't give a shit about him, dude. Let him drunk drive. None of my family fucking live here." Like,
Wow. Oh, I think I'm gonna like this with me.
and like it was one of those moments where like there was a pause, and I was like, "Yeah, we got to go stop him." Like,
well, the good news is you're going to definitely crest and get to the other side. Meaning, eventually you'll start feeling better, and you'll be like, "Oh, I don't feel as angry as I did before." You know what I mean?
right.
I'm guessing. Or you might just be, maybe the real miserable kind really
Right.
showing up.
We've just needed sugar to placate in the meanwhile.
Donnie, thank you for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You make them with the yuck-yucks on the stage. You make with the ha-has.
Oh yeah, I do all that. Yeah.
You actually did something that a lot of local guys haven't done recently. Is you put on a theater show.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's going on January 25th.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know right now.
Yeah,
no way this is coming out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was great. Oh, it's
That joke did the best. When you performed.
Yeah. It was the joke that I kept telling people, "Hey guys, we're taping, so we're gonna have to like get a little more something out of you." So it was that one. Yeah, that was the good one.
One of the things I actually really liked about the notion of just you doing a theater show, though, is like one, a lot of comics don't like we put on shows in local venues, bars, and like fucking halls and shit like that. But like, not a lot of people have the wherewithal to be like, I want to fill up 500 seats.
Yeah, it's not 500. It's 200.
That's still bigger than how many people sit in the average bar.
What is improv seat?
Improv, I think, is like 300 something.
Yeah, it's 3 something. Yeah.
It's like 362 or like 363 or something like that.
How did you manage? I don't want to ask this in a way that sounds shitty or condescending.
No, you're good.
But how does a local guy manage to fill a 200-seater?
Well, so I grew up in Tampa, and I have been doing comedy for a while. I mean, off and on. I started back in 2008. Did it for a year here, and then I went away to Austin, Texas.
I'm so glad you finished that because you made it sound like you're going to prison. Like, I
went
went away.
You know, I just basically lifted weights and hung out in the yard.
Did that a lot for like
Did
5.
not shower very frequently.
No, less showers. So I went to Austin, Texas, started playing in a band, and we were traveling, and so I was focused on that for a few years. Got back into comedy through actually doing music, and I've had so many friends, family, all kinds of people who have been saying, we want to see you, and I just keep doing videos. I keep doing online videos, and I keep trying to be in front of people online through social media and whatnot. And now there are a lot of people who've been like, oh man, I want to come to a show. Oh man, I want to come to a show, to the point where it's like, I haven't invited them to anything, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be the one that I invite them. And the other comics on the show are bringing people, and we're doing it for charity, so it's being promoted by the charity itself and all that stuff. So we, I partnered with Shannon Kelly as far as promoting it too, because she's killer at doing that.
Right.
So I was like, okay, so what, I don't know the first, or I know a couple things, but not enough. And so she helped me to where it's like, oh crap, we're gonna sell this out. So that's good.
What's that feeling when you're like, oh, this is happening?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's basically, it helps me because it's a goal. I'm like, oh, okay, I have a goal, and on this date, I have to fill 200 seats by this date. I have to sell all these tickets, and by then, I have to be as funny as possible because I'm hiring a camera crew, and I'm hiring audio recording and all that, so that way I can have something to get more work.
Right.
So that was the whole plan, and
that's the thing about comedy. Everything you do in comedy is just structured just so you can do more comedy.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just a reinvestment into the, because I'm not making money. It's
well, it's for charity.
It's a wash. Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, for charity. So half the ticket sales go to them. The other half go to cover the expenses. It doesn't even quite cover the expenses. So it was all about getting the tape, and and again, I just have a lot of people who've been supporting me throughout the whole journey, and now I have a big event to invite them to. Because sometimes people come to Coconuts, or they'll come to Side Splitters or whatever. But I have enough people who just I've been keeping on the periphery, just to be like, okay, we're gonna bring you in, and
those people who keep on going like, oh, when are you doing your next comedy show?
Right. And I gave them plenty of notice. I said, you need to be here. This is the one. This is the big show.
You're almost certain to have a good crowd because these are people who are there to see you.
Right. A lot of them. I mean, probably half of them.
Right.
Half of them. The other half are through other comics, word of mouth. Because we got these flyers all over Gulfport, and just people you run into. And then I have like this little QR code on there, so they can just scan it and buy tickets. So it's advertised as clean comedy because that's my niche. So it's like, okay, clean comedy night. And somebody was like, oh man, that's during Gasparilla. And I was like, okay, perfect, because the people who are going to clean comedy night might not be going to Gasparilla for the most part. And I'm going to get them.
Who wants to see tits? Who wants to see clean comedy?
Right.
I'm going to talk about shooting.
Yeah, if you do a Venn diagram, you're like, that's a very
little.
So yeah, man, it was cool to kind of do the whole process.
So you and I have had this conversation off mic before, but like, how did you get into the clean comedy as being your niche thing? Because like almost every comic we have ever met goes like, fuck! And then they smile like they're fine. And they're like, yeah, that was fun to say. Like,
right. Oh yeah. Well, so when I started doing comedy, I wasn't dirty, but I'd use sexual innuendo and like whatever. Like I was, kind of not church clean, not, family friendly. And then I but the thing is, I felt kind of like pressure, like I had to do that. And then I noticed that, most of the jokes I wrote were just dumb. It was just dumb, stupid stuff, but it's silly and I'm silly and it's funny. But it just, I had to kind of step away. That was one of the reasons I stepped away too from comedy, was because I was like, oh man, this just doesn't feel like me. It feels like I'm just kind of doing what everybody else is doing. And
like you're saying the word fuck because everyone else in the room is saying the word
right. No,
fuck.
I wasn't even really. I think the worst word I used was, I think, ass.
Whoa.
Yeah, I said no. Well, I'm just.
We're gonna have to censor that.
I
I'm
said,
sorry.
I had a joke where I mentioned herpes, and I talked about porn, and like I did things that were,
So did you just talk about my life?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, after a little bit, I was like, man, I don't really like doing that. I kind of just like doing things that are, simple and dumb.
See, I understand that. I actually, oddly enough, fall on the other half of that spectrum because for me, like, I enjoy the simple, silly little, like, goofy, cartoonish kind of moments of comedy, but the moment I feel the most me,
right, and that's what it's about. Yeah, if you exactly, and everybody has their own audience. So when people are like, "Oh, you're in that niche in the clean comedy," I'm like, "Well, everybody kind of has their own audience." I'm talking to Stephen Henry recently. He's like, "Oh man, yeah." So like, he's like, "Do you think everybody should laugh when you tell a joke?" I said, "Well, if you have your crowd there, yes. But if it's a crowd that comes in and not at all to see you, maybe not.
Brian Regan's not going to do well in front of Doug Stanhope's audience. Right. Stanhope's probably not going to do that.
Well, Brian Regan's probably the one exception to that. I would say. I'd say Brian Regan might be the exception because.
Well, I mean, he is the god.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, bad example.
That was not
Gaffigan.
Yeah, Gaffigan.
Yeah, Gaffigan is going to eat it.
He will eat it.
In front of Joe Rogan's crowd.
Right. And who's eating it is who. Okay, my two favorite comics I've ever seen live. The first one is Sinbad.
Yes.
He's my favorite.
Saw him live a few years ago. Fantastic.
Yeah, he's my favorite comic of all time. Second would be Norm Macdonald.
No.
I just watched Norm's latest special, Hitler's Dog.
I haven't seen it yet.
I think he's done one since Hitler's Dog. I might be wrong about that.
Oh, really?
I think he did another one after that.
Okay, because I just saw it's on Netflix.
Right.
It's so good.
Oh no, I've heard about it. I just haven't
so
seen it yet. But the thing is that when Norm would open for Sinbad, Norm would eat it.
Really?
Eat it.
Right.
Sinbad's crowd.
I don't even know how that's possible. I can't see Norm Macdonald eating it.
But he's either way. He'll either crush and kill, or it'll be.
I saw him at Side Splitters one time, and they kept flashing the lights on him.
Oh.
And he would not get off stage.
I think I was there at that show. I think I was there.
It was he easily went 30, if not an hour. It got to the point where we actually overheard, like, some of the employees behind us going like, he won't leave.
Right.
We don't know what to do.
We never had this happen. That's awesome. Yeah, no, he's killer. So, it is. It's like, everybody has their own audience, and if it's your audience, everybody should be laughing. Or if it's, but when I'm in a retirement home community, maybe I don't land as well as when I'm in front of a college crowd or something younger.
I know for me, like when I've been trying to find my particular voice and audience, the person who I have found is most similar to me right now in the stage of comedy is like Big J Okerson's crowd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because with Big J's crowd, like every time I've done like a guest set or something for him, if I mention something silly or goofy, like, "Hey guys, I fucked a midget this year," people are like, "Oh yeah, tell us about it."
Right,
Meanwhile, if I do like,
if you were to do my room in Plant City, which is a clean room,
they'd be like, "Yeah, I fucked a midget this year." They'd be like, "Burn the witch," and I'm like, "Oh no, like this is bad."
Yeah.
Most of I know I've heard Regan and Gaffigan talk about how Regan talked about how he went clean just because he felt like it was a crutch. He started to realize that, like, just it was easier to get laughs.
Right.
So it was more of a personal challenge for Regan. Gaffigan, I heard him recently talking about how he was on stage, but he was also like writing for Conan, and he had to find how to make his stuff funny for TV, and it was much more challenging, but it was still funny. And it still landed, and that just kind of put him in a position where he was like, well, I don't need to keep cursing on stage.
Right.
I've kind of figured out how to be funny without it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I think
that's
it's
just the story. That's, to me, what I have heard a lot of is like this thing of people feeling like they hit this point where they're just like, I don't need to do that anymore,
Right.
or challenge themselves, or like you said, they just kind of go, well, that's not really my groove. I'd rather, you know.
Yeah.
I couldn't make a day on stage without talking about something miserable and horrifying.
Well, I can still talk about miserable, horrifying things, but it just has to be delivered in the right package. So I can, I can talk edgy. I can be edgy.
Yeah.
But, and edgy is defined differently depending on which audience if you're in a club or a bar or a nonprofit or a clean room, or a corporate gig. It can all it fluctuates. That's why it's so weird when people ask you, "Oh, well, what's clean?" Well, that's subjective.
Right. Well, you've seen it. Like, we've worked together clean, and that's one of the. Every time I write a joke, I always write it with the conscious thought of like, what is the clean version of this joke and what is the dirty version of this joke. Even the midget joke has a cleaner version of it, because it's like, oh, I didn't. I'm not gonna use the word fuck, but I am gonna use a goofier word like scoodly poop. It'll be,
Whoa.
Right.
It's not one that I've come across much in my life.
No. Right.
Scoodly poop.
Right, yeah, scoodly poop. I scoodly pooped a midget this year.
I dingly dorped a wee person.
Right, but that's the point, is because you say that and people go, oh, he didn't use the word fuck, so I guess it's cleanish.
I actually, one of the last times I was on stage, I did it was like a couple local people had put together a show at a pizza joint. And they handed out these flyers to all the comics that were like, here's a list of the words we don't want you to say. And it was like, well, fuck. I actually kind of made that the joke. I was like, well, I'm supposed to be clean, so tonight I'd like to discuss a bedroom activity. And then I paused and I said, called prostate milking. And it just crushed.
That's always the... I don't know. That's always like kind of the fun challenge of it, though, because I do see what you're talking about. Because clean does pay better too.
Sure.
Because there are more, right? There are more corporate gigs. There are more people who go, oh, it's the Christmas season. Let's hire a comic for our holiday Christmas party. And it's like, you guys have never done this before, but you're paying how much money? Exactly, sure, I'll be your Huckleberry, Sure. And that's euphemism for prostitute.
Whoa.
There's actually a girl that I've been
speaking of prostitutes.
Right.
Whoa!
No, where she...
Hold on. Pause at prostitute. I want to do something real quick with this mic. Prostitutes, go.
So she's actually an actress, like a legit actress, and for Christmas, like, her casting company was like going like gangbusters with like people just hiring them to do like simple like murder mystery dinner theater like bullcrap. And so like one day out of the blue she goes, hey, you want to do this? It's like $100 for like 4 hours of work. And it's like, when you think about that in comparison to comedy, you're like, oh, I drove 9 hours and got paid $25.
Sure.
And
bragged about it. I fucking annihilated the other night.
Meanwhile, this is down the street and pays $100 because someone goes like, yeah, acting, you know, like, oh, and you guys are clean? Like, that's...
Rafiq, should we try our new segment? I don't even know what we're calling it. What's our new segment?
So, Donnie, let's give a little backstory first, right? So,
I mean, it doesn't have to be that long.
Right,
It's a game. We have a game for you.
Cool. Right? So, I've been doing this since November. Basically, I've been getting drunk and blackout ordering items off of a notorious website called Wish.
Oh, yeah.
So, I have no idea.
This is the first person I've ever actually known in life to actually order something off of Wish.
No.
This is very
This is a
exciting.
real thing. This is people...
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
but I didn't know anyone actually did it
Right. So,
until I met Rafiq.
So,
Excuse me.
So what I've been doing is I've been going on Wish, and basically any item that's from free to $5, I've been ordering while I was drunk.
Okay.
I have no idea what any of these items are. All I know is I have like 49 items being shipped to my apartment right now.
How many are currently in the apartment?
We have like 12, or probably not.
Are
12,
we using
but
that?
No.
We should use that.
Well,
Is that all of them?
There are a bunch of them in there, but we have
Okay,
one,
but we have some select few. Okay.
Right, we have one set up for today.
So this is going to be very, very let's make a deal.
Okay, gotcha.
You're going to reach in and grab a package,
All right.
and you're going to decide. Does he have to guess what it is?
And so the rules that we're playing with right now, right, is if you can guess what this item is without opening the package, you get it for free.
For free.
All right.
A brilliant, awesome, amazing Wish item
Right.
that nobody
Between
knows
$0
what it
and
is.
$5.
Yeah,
That's
between
right.
$0 and $5.
You're going to get 3 guesses. If you can guess what it is, you get to keep it for free.
Okay.
If you can't,
And there's only one item in there? How many items are in here?
there's only one item in here as of right now.
Oh, I
can-
misunderstood what we were
I
doing.
can put more items in here, though. Trust me,
Okay.
I have plenty of them to spare.
So here's it. If you guess it, you get it for free.
Right.
If you do not guess it, then we go to let's make a deal rules.
Right.
You can choose not to buy it, and we all open it and see what it is and see what you missed out on, or you can choose. I will give you, Rafiq, 50 cents or whatever
Right.
for this item, and then you get to keep it.
Okay. All right.
So are you ready?
Donnie,
I don't know. This is a lot of pressure.
what is your wish? Donnie, what is
What is your wish? All right, let's see. All right.
We should have Facebook Live this.
Yeah, we
so
should.
That's good. You get-
Oh shit! I don't even know how to do that. What do you want me to push buttons on the phone?
All right. You guys, if you want to, I'll wait.
No, that's fine.
There,
Keep
go.
going. Keep going.
Keep going
Let's
on.
edit this
Again,
out.
I have a bag full of these things. We can do this all night for all I care. Like,
Is it in there, Rafiq?
Well,
You're having a hell of a time.
well, it's like there's
You can pull out the package. 'Cause
yeah, you
it's
can
not-
pull out the
Okay,
package.
just don't look. Just don't look.
Yeah.
Well, you can't even tell what it is. It's in
Yeah.
it's in an envelope.
Yeah, so
Don't-
I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to guess this when all I feel is bubble wrap.
Right.
Well, take it out of the bubble wrap?
No.
So, I mean, well, I mean, let's-
I can give you 3 hints.
Oh, great. I like the hints. Yeah. That's
Right? So, hint number
I can't
1.
believe this. This is really stupid.
It's super stupid. I know, I love it. That's the great
This is
thing
great.
about this.
This is really dumb.
Hint number 1.
Yeah.
You wear this to look flashy.
To look flashy. Okay. Oh, okay. Go, what's the second hint?
Alright, second hint. Alright? Without this, civilization wouldn't be what it is today.
Oh, I think I can guess what it is. Do I get it if I can guess?
We can play the game with you
Alright,
anytime.
fine.
You're on the show all
I don't
the
have
time.
$5. Come on.
All right.
Alright, and third hint, alright? Even if you're wrong, you're right twice a day.
Oh, that was the clincher.
Oh, there we go. This is a wash.
Now, you think so? Well, what's
Is
the-
that your final
Is
answer?
that your final
Oh,
answer?
yeah, it's my final.
That is your final answer.
Right.
Alright.
Wait, do I open it now?
Yeah.
All right,
Let's see what
let's
you
see
won.
what you got.
Do I need?
Let's see if you won.
Oh, yeah, it's a watch.
It's a
Watch party. Thank you, buddy.
Let's look at this.
Yes.
Rafiq, how much did you pay for this watch?
I think that cost me. Let me see what the order number is.
You can track it.
Yeah. Okay. So this one cost 50 cents.
Oh!
Oh,
How is
I
that
need to
50
watch though?
What's on there? Is it just how's it look? Does it look like it's worth 50 cents?
look fancy?
It is pretty
It's-
fancy
it's
for a
pretty
50-cent
fancy,
watch.
right?
Come on.
If I saw this laying around and somebody wanted 50 cents for it, I'd buy it.
Yeah.
I think you.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you made.
I think you hit the jackpot here, Donnie.
Right?
Yeah, I think I did too. Wow. This is amazing. This is the best. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, definitely. So here we go. The first letter. What
that
is your wish?
That was really something, guys.
That was something.
Of all the things we've done on this show, that was one of them. that was really something else.
That's awesome.
Yeah, again, I have at least 7 more, if not more, and I have like another 38 of these coming to my apartment. Until you open that...
You can't actually fasten it. That's a weird thing about it, though. That's just kind of...
Are you bitching about your 50-cent watch now suddenly?
No, I think I broke the little...
Yes!
It's gone.
Yes!
All right, so I'll get some duct tape. We'll be good.
I love it. Now it's a 50-cent watch.
No, I was just reporting the facts.
Yeah. Until Allan arrived, I didn't even know what the item was. When Allan arrived, I was just going to let you guess.
Yeah.
With no hints.
No hints. I like the hints, but they did give it away, obviously, the final one.
And then Allan was like, well, we should probably know what it is.
Yeah, I was like, why don't you go ahead and look it up
Right.
so you can give hints that are hints.
Yeah, so...
And you don't remember ordering that?
I don't remember ordering it.
Wow.
All I know is I have a list of orders from Wish that says items are arriving. I know one of them is a 20-inch tablet.
Okay.
And one of them is a bow and arrow.
For $5, you get a 20-inch tablet.
Yes.
That's not real.
Really?
Right.
It's not real.
That's what Wish says they're sending me.
Yeah, it's gonna be like one of those kid toys with a lenticular. Like if you hold it, the apps change if you move it side to side.
Again, it says it's a 20-inch tablet. That I think one of them I saw on the because all I have is the order list of items that are arriving and like the numbers they correspond to.
Sure.
So when they arrive, I can go, oh, this order actually did come in.
Nice.
But outside of that, all it will say is like bow and arrow, 50 pieces, cost 50 cents, order number blank.
50 pieces.
I have no. Is that one bow and 49 arrows? Who knows? Let's find out.
Bow and arrows. All right, so the bow. Let's say the bow's in 3 pieces.
Right.
You screw those together. The string is 4.
Yeah, that's 4. Yeah.
Maybe the arrow is like the stick,
and
the head, the feathers on the end. We're up to like 7.
Who knows? Right? Again, I don't know what these things are. For all I know, I gave you that watch, and then some Chinese dude is going to kick in my door in 50 minutes and come claim the uranium that's behind a secret panel in that watch. I don't know.
There's definitely secret messages in that watch.
Oh, man.
Don't let that keep you.
You see how this doesn't, it doesn't, like, connect, like it goes right through.
Fantastic.
That's great.
This is yeah. All right.
But yeah, so that's
Thank
Johnny.
you, man.
Your wish was a watch.
Yeah.
All right. So Rafiq had mentioned doing this. I poo-pooed it until I pulled it up. Now I need to do this. Are you aware of the website Cameo? Cameo.com.
I am. I was upset about this, actually.
It's really upsetting.
It's upsetting.
It kind of is.
You see people that you love.
Right.
And like I'm going to give this guy $75 to tell my friend congratulations on your daughter's whatever.
It feels weird, man.
It feels real weird.
When
I first discovered this, I decided that I needed to be a rich man so that I could devote my life to hiring Stephen Baldwin to call all my friends and congratulate them on things that they did not do. That's all I want to do with my existence on this planet.
That's your purpose. You have a new purpose.
So this is actually something so that way the people at home can track and see if we ever become famous if we do this.
Oh, God.
I had the idea of when we play this game in the future, right? If we make it big enough, if the person guesses within the ballpark of what that celebrity would do for their cameo, we just hire that celebrity to say, congratulations, you won.
It tastes good. It tastes really good.
So track us at home, folks. If we ever make it big, if we play this game and don't do it, call us the fuck out.
So we're calling this one Cameo Cash, right?
Yeah.
All right. This one's gonna hurt, guys. Donnie, how much does it cost to get Gilbert Gottfried to tell your friend good luck on his medical exam?
$50.
Oh, you lowballed it. It's $150.
$150. Okay.
$150.
I mean, because I've been on the site. I know roughly what people are doing stuff for.
It's really not good. I don't.
Yeah, you can hire Sinbad for $100. He'll make an announcement for your church. Yes, Sinbad's on there. I know, and he's my guy, dude. Like when I saw it, like.
Wait, did he say specifically for your church? Like it's $100 for your church?
No, I'm telling you, I have a friend of mine, and he's the pastor of a church, and I follow him on Instagram. I saw Sinbad. He's like, oh look, Sinbad's talking about our church. And I was like, what is going? Like, what kind of world am I in right now? And then I saw the little cameo, little watermark or whatever. And I was like, oh no. And then that's how I found out about it. Was through seeing my hero, my comedic hero.
So you're aware that if you click on the person, you can actually see some of the past ones that they've done.
Okay, I don't remember that. Okay, yeah.
So like, I just clicked on Ernie Hudson. Poor Ernie, by the way. Rafiq, what do you think Ernie's charging today?
I am gonna say Ernie charges $289.
$289. What do you got, Donnie?
I'm going 100.
$135.
$135
for him to tell you that he ain't afraid no ghosts.
Yeah.
But oh god,
you
guys, he's wearing the Zedmore. All of the ones. Oh no!
That's not right, man.
Not right at all. Oh, this is killing me.
You know who he looks like? He kind of looks like Arsenio Hall. Like
he wears the Zedmore one in every one of them.
Oh no!
Oh god, he's wearing the jumpsuit that says Zedmore. So you can look up past greetings that they've done for people.
Sure.
We looked up Andy Dick, and the first one that you see when you like past ones that he did, he's in bed, like messy hair.
Yeah.
Like he was in bed. His phone went bing. Tell somebody happy birthday. Yeah. He went, I'm Andy Dick, happy birthday, and that was it, or whatever he said. I'm sure it was more than that.
Yeah.
But it's.
Yeah, it does feel dirty. I felt like part of my heart was broken.
Anthony Michael Hall, I looked him up one time, and his first one, you click on it, and he said something, that quote from Breakfast Club, a nerd, a jock, a whatever, and whatever. So he was like, happy birthday from a nerd. He says the quote. He's standing on the street. As he's talking, someone behind him just starts screaming, and he doesn't like stop it and do another take. He's like, hey, I'm getting my 250 or whatever it is, and he just kept on chugging along.
So our boy, has he done anything other than Ghostbusters? Or
well, he was. I'm a little ashamed of you for not knowing this. He was in the Human Tornado.
Oh yeah, well, okay. I'm talking about like major motion pictures.
You're telling me that the Human Tornado is not a major motion picture? I don't accept your premise. Oh no, Kevin Conroy's $75. Why? And he looks like a corpse. Get him off the camera. So Jesus.
Let the people at home know Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy is the voice of Batman for the last 20, 30 years.
Yeah, since the 90s.
He really is not looking well.
He's got to use cameo.
Oh, here's another one that's this one really breaks my heart. Colin Mockery from Whose Line.
Okay.
I would argue the funniest guy ever on Whose Line.
I go Colin Mockery or Ryan Stiles.
Yeah, that's all.
Are probably
guy,
the
right?
two funniest people on Whose Line.
Well, you can get Colin Mockery to say something to you for how much money?
Wasn't he just here, Colin? Was he? Was it the?
I don't know.
Mahaffey?
He might have been. He does like a one-man show.
It was like an improv show,
like a two-man show.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like him and.
It's like Magic 2 or something.
Yeah, they had an episode of like on Netflix a while ago where it's like him and one of the other guys from Whose Line and like Dave something, where like there's literally a scene where they're doing an act out on a stage littered with props like mice traps and things like that, blindfolded. So they're trying to act out like a scene from the back.
That's great.
Wandering around the stage.
Well, if you want to save Colin Mockery from having to get his fingers in mouse traps every night and supplement his income, how much does it cost to get poor Colin Mockery to tell your mom good luck on her operation?
I'm gonna say $112.
112. What you got?
I'm gonna go 80.
80. Man, you are cold blooded. You have gone low on every dude. 100 costs $100.
Yeah, but I didn't go over. I'm doing prices right.
Right.
Good point. I like your strategy now.
Yeah.
I got one more here. This one surprises me on a couple levels. Tom Arnold, True Lies. What do you say, Don?
Tom Arnold. I'm gonna actually go a little higher with him. I'm gonna do 140.
140.
So.
And he's talking about an operation. What is he talking about again?
Oh, whatever I call him for.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, yeah.
So you said True Lies. What else is he known for?
Being
Married to Roseanne.
Yeah, being married to Roseanne. Yeah. Right. And I mostly know him for like coming on show. He's like one of those guys that has no filter. If he comes on your talk show, he will just openly talk about like, and he'll say names.
Right.
My cousin Susan, who's on crack, and just.
So Donnie, what did you say?
I think I said 140.
140. I'm gonna have to go low on this one because again, he's not that. He's like famous tangentially, so I'm gonna go 90.
He is 125.
Well, I went over.
All right, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is gonna really, really break my heart. There's an actor who plays a character called Shooter McGavin in the movie Happy Gilmore.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that guy.
You do not hire the actor as the actor. You hire Shooter McGavin.
Oh. Oh, wow.
So between him and our friend from Zedmore, it's so sad. So
his name on here is Shooter McGavin.
That is...
It's really bumming me out. And he's a good actor too.
Yeah,
he's been in a lot of stuff.
So is that where we're gonna head as a society, where eventually you're just hiring characters from movies?
That's where we are right now.
That's where we are. Oh, man.
I mean, he's not. I don't know his name, so maybe it's better that he did put Shooter McGavin because I wouldn't know how to look him up.
I just can't wait until in the future when Robert Downey Jr. has to go buy Iron Man on here.
Yeah, because he's going to blow through all that Iron Man money real fast. He's going to be fine. Robert Downey Jr.'s not showing up on this website.
No. I don't think he's going to show up on there.
I mean, he did do a lot of drugs back in the day. So, you know,
he's fine now.
Who knows? That dragon can always come back.
Sinbad had some tax issues. I know that.
Oh, no.
So that might be...
That's what's happening.
Every time going straight to the IRS.
Yeah, I know. So, like some dude from the IRS is just sitting by Sinbad every day.
He's the one holding up the...
All right.
Oh, that was weird.
One of your brothers is getting married. Shooter McGavin's going to say, hey, congratulations. How much you paying for that? Let's do it this way.
If he does the finger guns.
He's doing the finger guns here in the clip.
That's all
Let's do it this way. Instead of guessing what he cost, Rafiq, what's as high as you would go?
I would go 150.
150. What's the highest you would go?
Shooter McGavin?
Yeah.
I got respect for Shooter McGavin. I'm gonna give him 105.
That went off the rails. I was expecting hey, I'll give him like 220. 220 to hire Shooter McGavin.
Is Shooter McGavin that popular that 220?
Well, Adam Sandler certainly is, and Happy Gilmore, that movie, people who love it are really gonna...
Yeah, but I would pay Adam Sandler 220.
Adam Sandler's not on that website, I bet.
No.
He's on making another semi-ridiculous, semi-racist movie. Like, that's...
Well,
Did you see Uncut Gems?
I haven't, actually.
I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it.
I've heard good things about it. I do want to see it.
Well, we are at about 40, not quite 45 minutes. Do you, Donnie, have any prior familiarity with this show?
I don't. I've never listened to it.
Fine. Good. our last episode was the first person who already knew about this going into it.
Okay.
Which was it was almost surreal for us. We couldn't believe that A, anyone would ever listen to this, and B, they would be familiar enough to be excited, and that they would be stupid enough to be excited about what you're about to witness. I'm going to show you something. We just want your reaction to this.
Sure.
Just say what's in your heart.
Right.
Just get your emotions going.
Be present.
Be present. Tell me what you think of this.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know?
Well. Yeah.
You know, this is not nothing.
No. You are holding an object. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel
Do you feel a little dirty?
Yeah, I do. I feel like I shouldn't be looking at this for some reason.
Yeah, almost like you should be hiding it from your mom.
Right. But there's nothing, wrong.
No,
here.
There isn't.
I mean, it's a guy, and he's the machine.
He is the machine.
He is the machine.
Well, he's not Bert Kreischer. He's Ed the Machine Regime.
Right.
He tells Rafiq. What does he tell us?
I believe it's 100.
100
of the funniest jokes he
has ever
heard. So
he's
he
ever
doesn't
heard.
Write jokes.
He didn't write these
He
jokes.
didn't write
Yeah.
these
See, that's
jokes,
why.
apparently.
That's.
Did you take a gander at the disc in there? Did you see
I'm gandering.
Did you see what was on there? How do you feel about that?
Alan, make him laugh. Any means necessary.
Yeah.
Even stolen jokes from 6th graders.
Right. That's what I'm. Yeah.
Things that we have to point out every time. You'll notice there is a parental advisory sticker.
I noticed
here.
that. Right.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel like there's going to be a lot of? Would you, Donnie,
as a
use
child,
any of these jokes in your acts?
Well, let me look at a couple of these jokes. See if I'll use them or not. Woman in taxi. I'm sure that's completely benign. There's nothing.
What we have found often is that he often doesn't actually say the dirty part. Like he fucked somebody. He'll say like he made love to somebody.
Okay.
But it'll be like in the fucking car. So he
there we
doesn't
go.
even really
Smart.
know. He doesn't even really know where the curses should go.
He doesn't know where they should go.
Yeah.
He made him his own.
He does. He puts his own spin on it. Sure.
So Donnie, this is what I would like from you, outside of your just raw emotional reaction to these.
Gold urinal.
Yeah.
I don't think we've heard that one yet.
Yeah.
What I would like from you is after the end of we've recorded your experience with this, I want you to tell us, would you hire old Ed here to come and do your show?
He's not currently booked on any of my shows.
I'm just saying, listen to his material and tell us if he's clean enough.
We're going to listen to it right now?
Don't judge it until you've heard it.
Well,
right?
I judged it, based on all the information you just gave me.
Sure.
Right.
Most people, we don't do a good job of explaining this. We have not heard all these. We hear them for the first time with you.
us. Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool.
We have gotten through 34 of them. I say gotten through on purpose.
Yes.
Oftentimes, these titles don't match the joke at all.
Gotcha.
He's had a good run from like 25 to 29. Most of those were correctly titled.
Yeah.
Right.
But beyond that, it's getting shaky again. So this one is called Social Security. It's number 35. I don't think it's going to be about Social Security.
Okay.
A man walks into Social Security.
Hey!
He forgot his wallet at home. So he says to the woman, "I'm sorry, I forgot my wallet. Is there anything I can do so I don't have to go home?" And the woman says, "Well, why don't you open your shirt and let me see the hair on your chest?" So he opens his shirt and his chest is full of gray hair. And she says, "Well, you have gray hair on your chest and you look like an honest guy. I think you're old enough. I'm going to approve you." So he goes home and he tells his wife, he says, "You're not going to believe this. The woman at Social Security approved me without any identification just by looking at the hair on my chest." And the wife says, "Well, you should have dropped your pants. You would have gotten disability too."
Oh!
Hello!
Am I right, guys? Okay, so this is not at all a comedy show. This is just a guy in his closet.
Yeah.
I think he's the first
Did
person who has pointed out the fact that this is specifically not at a comedy
No,
show.
this is not. Nobody paid to see that just now.
Oh, I'm sure people have paid to see Ed. They just have.
No, I'm saying that particular.
Was this below meeting or exceeding your expectations?
It's in different ways. It exceeds.
Sure.
And in other ways, makes my heart sad.
It makes your heart sad. What? We're not sure why we're doing this anymore.
I'm not sure.
It just sucks all the joy out of the room.
It really does.
It's really anathema to the point of having a joke CD.
Right.
I think we're supposed to be laughing.
But we have curiosity. And,
Right.
I mean, as soon as you started, I started looking at these track names. I was very curious.
You had to know.
Well, no, as soon as I saw his face, actually.
Yeah.
Right.
On the
Can
cover.
you tell me a little bit about this guy? What he
guy,
looks like?
do you know that guy Vic? He does all those. He does all those Instagram videos. And he has that accent. He's like, "Oh, the car's iced over. Oh, anybody want coffee? You guys want coffee? Oh, my neighbor over here." Like he just makes these random videos. He's funny, but he just like goes nuts with his phone. And his name's Vic, and his last name starts with a D. I don't know how to pronounce it. I thought it was that guy, but he also looks like what is that guy? I don't know, another old guy I've seen before.
So what you're telling us is he just looks like an old
Well,
man.
he's an old white guy. He looks like he might be a shyster. He might.
You think he might be?
I think he.
You think he may not be on the level?
I don't know if I trust him. Like he might sell me this watch for $50.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
He might.
You know,
Yeah.
if I see this guy, he might have some of these in his jacket.
How does it make you feel as a man to learn that this man was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I mean, it makes me feel like less of a man.
Yeah. He's the waiter or something in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
And when I saw it, I'm actually more disappointed in myself for not noticing, because we had been suffering through this goddamn CD for a while by the time I had seen that film.
Right.
So I'm upset that I didn't. Would I have been more upset if I had seen him?
I think you would have. I've known you long enough to say the words. You would have been remorseful in the theater.
I mean, that could have been like, I have to go home.
Right, exactly.
I can't.
That's the machine.
Like,
He records jokes in his car.
who's that 10 that's in the movie? What's her name? Margot.
Oh, Margot
Mago.
Robbie.
I'm my dad.
MAGA.
I am my dad. Whatever her name
Margot
is.
Robbie.
Yeah, Margot Robbie. Like, even her presence in the film, would be, even looking at her,
overshadowed.
it's not. I can't even enjoy this. Even looking at that angel, I gotta go home.
Yep, it's over.
Party's
Party's over, guys.
Ed.
As
It
soon as
really
the machine,
is.
Ed the Machine, Regine. shows up.
That's one of those cameos where, like, if you notice that, it's not like when you see somebody else famous in a movie where you're like, oh, holy shit, it's Stan Lee, that's great.
Right.
You see Ed and you're like,
Oh no.
I just need to go.
Hey guys, 85 called "I Need Water" has a little wingding in the middle of it.
As a wingding. Yeah. Okay.
Check that out.
Oh yeah, they wingdinged it.
A little wingding right in the middle of "I Need Water." Fuck you, Ed. You son of a bitch.
And he's
How did you attain this? How did this happen?
This was a sincere Christmas present from my sister-in-law, who thought I would like this, and I have spent the last year making fun of it
Sure.
on a podcast.
There it is.
because I'm good family.
You are. Yeah, you're a family guy. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, so she got it. So she met the machine.
My understanding of the story is they were on a cruise. He was the cruise comic.
Okay.
She enjoyed his performance. She thought, hey, Alan would love a compact disc.
And he sells these.
He sells these at the
he
show.
sells that.
He sells that.
There, he only has one CD for sale, and it's that.
We've been to his website. He
Which
has-
cruise line is this here?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a good question, though. It's
I've-
one to avoid.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what I think of?
We've been to his website. He still sells this, which means he's got boxes of them sitting
Right.
around at home.
Well, he doesn't seem to have a lot of overhead there.
Are you telling me you don't believe there was a lot of production quality?
the wingding.
I mean,
wingding made a.
Yeah, do you know how
the
much?
slim jewel case with the one printed off of a fucking computer.
Yeah, I mean, those jewel cases you can get 100 for like $2.
with a
like
clear
Dollar General.
CDR being
I know, that's a
used.
CDR
That's
with
an
somebody's
absolute
sticker.
CDR.
Yep.
With a sticker on top.
Yep.
Go ahead.
CDRs, they're not the most expensive.
Oh no. There's
I think you can get 1,000 on Wish for
free. I mean, true, they're gonna be full of spyware, so the Chinese can listen in on the 100 funniest jokes they've never heard.
Yeah. I heard these jokes, so I'll start selling them.
Oh, dude, I love this image now. Like a group of like Chinese spies in a room just listening to Ed translating what he's saying to other Chinese people so they can translate it from English into Chinese.
They'll be like, we're definitely smarter than these Americans. That's for sure. No question.
They're like, what is this code? What is it? Like,
Who is this guy he keeps talking about? There's this guy. Who is this guy?
he must be an important American. He's everywhere.
He has both the biggest penis and the smallest penis. He's the oldest and the youngest. This next one's only 15 seconds long.
Okay.
We can say we heard it. It's called Open Fly.
A secretary walks into her boss's office and notices that his fly is open, and the boss says, "Well, can you see my soldier standing at attention?" She says, "No. All I can see is an old veteran sitting on 2 duffel bags."
That is the reaction we want.
That's the one.
We want people.
I'm going to go home and cry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we want comics to know.
We've burned a lot of bridges with this CD.
Yeah. Family.
We want comics to know that at the height of your career, you too may equal old Ed in his prowess.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can hear 100 funnier jokes than that and tell them.
I mean,
To my iPhone or
You'd be
whatever,
like, I have also heard 100 jokes. These are the funniest ones I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You can make an answer CD, like a
That's
rap
right.
battle.
That's right. It could be a new... Oh! Now I have a new purpose.
Yes.
right.
That's what we need to do.
Yes.
Like, I don't
Do
know
response. We got to do a response.
I got a
Right.
response, yeah, where the one guy writes a song and then the guy writes, we start a feud.
Yeah.
I want his attention.
Like ICP, Eminem, but this is
Yeah.
a little bit different.
I want Ed's attention.
No, we
I
got
want him to answer for his crimes.
Right. I did like the fact that you pointed out like these are the same kind of jokes you could hear Siri say. So I like the idea of like.
No, Siri's better though. Siri's funnier.
Just sitting the phone down in front of a microphone and just keep on going like, "Hey Siri, tell me a joke until you get 100."
I think
we
Siri
gotta get-
actually has comedic timing, which is interesting.
That's true.
Relative to this, yes.
Yeah. I wonder if she would respond if we said, tell a joke funnier than Ed the Machine Machine. Like, would she cut that part out, or would she look up Ed for you?
Yeah.
Right.
How
Or-
far down Google would she go?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I think we're about done here. It's, once again, Ed has stolen the joy of my evening. Fuck you, Ed.
That's the worst.
This is called So How About This. By the time this is released, you will have already done your magnificent show and crushed.
It was Crush City.
Can you tell us your social medias, or
Yeah, I can do that.
give us something evergreen?
Okay.
Or how about
There you
this?
go.
It'll be recorded and released at this point. Where
Right.
do you think they'll be able to get it?
They will be able to get my special on DonnieTheEntertainer.com.
Whoa.
That's my website, and all my social medias on there. You can look up Facebook, Donnie the Entertainer. I do YouTube videos weekly, so you can go to YouTube and search Donnie Stopa or Donnie the Entertainer. I have about 50 up right now, and I'll have even more.
And you will hear this beautifully trained radio voice ready to go.
There it is, baby.
There it is. Hello.
Okay.
I am the guy who says the thing.
Now it's time to talk about DonnieTheEntertainer.com.
Oh,
Who
that's
wants
so
to
good.
buy some white wall radio tires?
Who wants to hear 100
Hundreds of the
No,
funniest-
nobody. All right, I am Alan Dempsey.
And I am Rafiq Shaheen, and don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe to our podcast. Tell your friends, tell your enemies if you hate us. I don't give a fuck. Just to let people know. And so how about this? So how about this?